Hey everyone, welcome in, Golden Blue Dude. I'm Joey. I'm with you today. So we're going to play some trivia. We've got a good game going here. We played it a little bit last week. And how it works is I have a panel of guests, and you get to come in out of the chat and challenge one of them to some trivia questions. They're all college football related trivia questions. They're quick and easy. You'll have a series of 5. We'll show you how it works. I will post the StreamYard link, but first let me welcome in one of our college football experts, which is Jordan Bowman. What's going on, Jordan? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, Joey. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. So, how'd you enjoy college football yesterday? Anything surprise you about yesterday, or
Yeah, to say the least, yeah, a little bit surprised me. Uh, I spent a lot of the noon slate sweating out a barn burner against Syracuse, so that was fun.
yeah,
You were really. I know you predicted Syracuse to pull off the upset. You were pretty close. A
yeah,
couple things
I
go
thought they
differently.
would.
You would have been right.
Yeah, and the thing about it was is my prediction stayed true. Where I said, they play them close for 2 years, and then they'll get blown out for 2 years. Then they'll play them close for 2 years. So they played you close anyway. Now next year you'll blow them out. So
I hope so. I'm never
I'm
predicting Clemson to blow out Syracuse again until they do. um, Hey, we'll take the win. That's a good, that was a good Syracuse team we played. Really good defense, and it was a lot of mistakes made on the Clemson end. 4 turnovers, but you know, I hate it for DJ that he had to get benched, but we just needed someone that wasn't going to give the ball away, uh,
yeah.
and so and Cade did a good job. He managed the game, and the running game really dominated in the second half, and that kind of sparked the comeback. So I'll take it.
I I'm not even going to talk about West Virginia's loss. There's no need in talking about West Virginia at all.
Oh,
We got our butt kicked, and so that's all that matters right now. So I got here's somebody else that's on our panel for today. There's Jackson. What's going on, Jackson?
It's going pretty good. How's it going with you, Joey?
Doing good, man. You care for you ready for some people to come in and challenge you out of the chat?
I'm all
You
set.
want to be
I hope I do pretty good.
So I posted the StreamYard link in the chat. Here's how this works. So we've got Jordan and we've got Jackson. There are 2 experts for the day. If you come in here and challenge them, and all the questions are college football related and they're quick and easy. And to show you how this works,
Okay.
I'll give Jackson a set of questions and Jordan a set of questions, and let them go against each other head to head one time. If you can come in and beat one of them, you're going to win. You're going to win a prize. You got to beat them first round. You'll win a nice prize. And but you have to beat them the first round. If you come back for a rematch later and beat them, you don't win the prize. But so I'm gonna let you, uh, Jackson. I've got 16 categories today, so I need you to pick a number between 1 and 16 for me.
Okay.
Give me a number between
Let's
1 and
go with the
16.
big Ocho. No. Okay. I'm gonna pick number 8.
Number 8. And Jordan, give me a number between 1 and 16.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna go one under him. I'm gonna go numero siete. Uh, that's my favorite number anyway. So
So 7 and 8.
yeah.
All right. Which one of you wants to go first?
It doesn't matter to me.
All
Let
right.
Jordan go first.
All right, Jordan. So this category is called previous tenure. So I'm going to give you the name of a team. You tell me who the head coach was before the current head coach. So the current head coach, who he replaced. Okay. So if I was to say West Virginia, you would have to say Dana Holgerson. Does that make
Right.
sense?
Yep.
All right. You're going to have. Let me get my timer up here. Got to get my timer up here. You'll have 30 seconds. as soon as I get my timer up. You'll have 30 seconds. We'll do 5 of them. And here we go. Boise State.
Chris Peterson. Wait, no, that's right.
Penn State.
Bill O'Brien.
Oh, Oregon State.
Oh,
10 seconds. Pass it. Arkansas.
pass. Arkansas. Chad
Marshall.
Morris.
Marshall.
Don't remember.
That's it. Time's up. All right, you did good. I mean, you got a couple out of there. You couldn't think of Boise State was Brian Harsin. Oregon State was Gary Anderson.
Yeah, I don't know why I would. Man, that. All right, that was a practice round. Trust me, I'm not this bad.
Yeah, it's just a practice round anyway. It didn't matter. We're just showing people how in the chat it works. And then Marshall was Doc Holliday. But I think you would have got that one if you'd had time.
Yeah.
All right. Now yours, Jackson. I'm gonna change yours because I don't want you to have that one right now, and there's a reason for that. Okay, that's kind of a special category, and I'm gonna save that one for things. So I'm gonna give you the next number. I'm gonna make that one another number. I'm gonna make that one another number.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you the next one. So this is going to be FBS football stadium. So I'm going to give you the name of the stadium. You're going to tell me who plays there.
Okay.
All right. You're going to have 30 seconds to do 5 of them. So
okay.
I will name 5, and you give me the name of them. Are you ready?
You're naming the stadium, and I'm naming the team.
Yep. Right.
All right.
Right. Exactly. Here we go. Shea Stadium.
Huh?
Shea Stadium.
Shea Stadium?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Milam Puskar Stadium. Milam Puskar Stadium. Milam Puskar Stadium.
TCU.
Folsom Field.
What? Folsom Field? Georgia Tech.
No. Okay, so that time's up on that one. That one, I think you're having some trouble hearing me. Rutgers was the first one. You didn't get to this one either. First Bank Stadium. You didn't get to that one. That was Vandy.
Yeah.
Milam Puskar Stadium is MVU.
West Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah. And Folsom Field is Colorado.
Yeah.
Folsom Field.
So
yeah.
that's how.
Well, Colorado's been bad, so.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put them in there. That's why I put them in there to trick you up. So that's how it works, guys. If anybody in the chat, and they're not all that hard. I promise you, they're not. They happened to pick a couple of harder categories, and I was happy to oblige because there are 2 experts. So see, if you'd have known any of those, you probably could have beat either one of these guys. Won you a nice prize. Come on in.
Oof.
Let's give it a try. We'll give you a few minutes, and we'll just sit here and talk some college football till we get somebody that wants to challenge them at some at trivia. So, Jackson, I already asked Jordan earlier. Any game surprised you yesterday?
I don't think some of the games really surprised me. That Oregon UCLA game, kind of figured it was going to go Oregon's way because last time UCLA beat Oregon was 2017, but prior to that was sometime in the 2000s. I believe it was 2007, the year of upsets. They really have a hard time with Oregon, but that Clemson-Syracuse game, that one really took me by surprise. But I don't think Clemson's a team that's going to win at all. No offense, Jordan.
Okay.
I don't either.
Yeah. If they went up against Georgia or Tennessee or Ohio State, they would get beat. Bama, it's going to look more like a Big 12 shootout.
Hey, Kenny, you ready for a challenge, man?
Hey.
You ready to do a challenge?
Yes.
All right. So, which one of these guys do you want to challenge, Jordan or Jackson?
Let's go with Jackson this time.
Ooh.
All right. All right. So, Kenny, what I need you to do, pick a number between 1 and 16, one for Jackson and one for you. So, give me a number between 1 and 16 for Jackson.
I give him 16.
All right.
And I'll take 2.
All right. Who you want to go first?
Let's let Jackson go first.
Oh, man.
All right. So, Jackson, and you're going to have to think on some of these. So, I'm going to give you 45 seconds on this one
Okay.
because you're going to have to think on some of these pretty hard. I need the
All right.
year. Okay. I'm gonna give you a scenario of what happened, and you give me the year it happened. Okay. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Ready.
All right. Here we go. First ever college football game. What year?
1869.
Cheerleading began.
Oh man. 1908.
Okay.
Sorry, Doug,
what?
I'm not meaning
NCAA started officially tracking college football statistics.
1971.
College football was played in the state of Kansas.
The first time?
Yeah.
Ooh,
When
I'm going to
was college
say
football first played in
1911.
And juniors were allowed to enter the NFL draft.
I would say
Time is up.
1995.
No. Okay, so you got one right. The first ever college football game was in 1869. Cheerleading began in 1880. NCAA started officially tracking statistics in 1937.
Oh, I was way off.
Yeah. College football was first played in the state of Kansas in 1890. And juniors were allowed to enter the NFL draft in 1990. So,
I was a few years off on that one.
all right, so Kenny, I'm going to give you the year. You're going to give me the national championship winner that year. Okay? And once again, you're going to have to think. So I'm going to give you 45 seconds on the clock. But I'm going to give you the year, and you tell me who won the national championship that year. You ready?
Okay.
All right, here we go. First year, 1964.
Ooh. Syracuse.
1975.
Alabama.
Want to pass? 1984. You got 15 seconds.
USC.
1994.
Michigan.
And 2002. And
I probably didn't get
time's
none of
up.
them right.
You didn't.
No, I'm afraid not.
No.
All right, let's see how many you can get right, Jackson. 64,
All right.
1964.
Alabama.
Nope. Do you know it was, Jordan?
Was it not Alabama? I mean,
No.
were there was it Notre Dame?
Alabama and Arkansas were co-national champs in 1964.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I forgot about Arkansas.
1975.
Oklahoma.
1975.
Yep.
1984.
BYU.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 1994.
Nebraska.
Yes, in 2002.
Ohio State Buckeyes.
And that's why I call them my experts.
That was nice, Jackson.
Thanks,
Good
man.
job, Jackson.
Thanks.
Kenny,
I know.
let you
I
try
lost
again later.
again.
I'll let you come in and try again later. All right, man?
All right, buddy.
All right. All right, so let me post the StreamYard link again. If anybody wants to come in and challenge one of these guys, come on in. You're welcome to. You don't have to be on camera at all. You got to show me your face in the background. I'll be able to see it. I'll be the only one to be able to see it. And then I'll let you know you can turn your camera off, and I'll bring you in. And then you can, you'll just be talking, just like a phone call. So come on in, guys, and challenge one of our experts here. I get the being worried about doing it though, because I wouldn't want to face either one of these guys. I would do horrible. I would do really bad.
I'm still burned up over the practice round. I can't believe I said Chris Peterson for Boise State when I said a lot of stupid stuff. But then I got Bill O'Brien for Penn State. He was only there for 2 years. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, no worries, man. I got the stadiums one wrong as well.
Yeah. I just got overwhelmed a little bit.
I'm going to share a screen here so we can look at this and go over it. Let's see. There we go. All right, new AP Top 25's out, I guess. Am I right?
Yep.
That is new, isn't it?
Yep.
How come
I
it's
don't know why
starting at number 2?
I don't know why Georgia's missing.
I know
But
Georgia's not on there.
Georgia's number 1 there.
Yeah. So Georgia's number 1, Ohio State 2, Tennessee 3, Michigan 4, Clemson 5, Alabama 6, TCU is 7, Oregon is 8, Oklahoma State 9, and USC is 10. We've got
Wake Forest is tied for 10th as well.
Yeah,
J-Dub, I see you. I see you, J-Dub. You can turn your camera off if you want to. So J-Dub, I believe, is wanting to come in and challenge you guys. Let me bring J-Dub in here. What's going on, Jeff?
I don't know how much of a challenge I'll be. I'm far from the king of trivia.
I don't know.
Yeah, you'll do fine,
J-Dub. He knows he's good. He knows he's good, and
he's talking himself
he whips our
down.
butt.
Yeah.
Who was the left tackle on 1972 Central Michigan team?
I don't have any that hard. So, J-Dub, here's what you do, man. Just give me a number between 1 and 16. If it's already taken, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Now, I need a number.
40.
First off, which one do you want to challenge? You want to challenge Jordan or Jackson?
Well, first of all, let me give you the number I have in mind. 45 to 21. 45-21. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I know better than to draw swords with Jordan. So Jackson Johnson, I haven't met before, so I'll try him out.
Ooh.
Okay. What number would you like for Jackson?
Number 11, I guess.
Number 11 for Jackson. Okay. And how about for you?
4.
And you're number 4. All right. Who you want to go first?
Well, it don't matter. I'll go first, I guess.
Well, you picked a good one, JW, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Jackson's is really, really hard. Extremely hard. As a matter of fact, it's called his category is called "Your Guess Is as Good as Mine," because it's
Oh,
going to
boy.
be probably total guessing. It's going to be total guessing.
Okay.
Did you say you want to go first, J-Dub?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay, your category is not so hard, but anybody that knows college football could probably get a lot of these. Yours is going to be national championship opponents. I'm going to give you the
Oh,
year,
boy.
and you're going to tell me the
Okay.
two teams that played. Well, you're not telling me both teams that played, but I need to know the opponent of the loser of the game. You need to tell
The
me.
loser. Okay.
All right, I need the loser of that national championship game. Are you ready? You're going to get 45 seconds there, J-Dub. You ready
Okay.
to go?
Yeah.
All right, your first one. 1998.
West Virginia.
1999.
Damn it. Florida State.
Ohio. I'm sorry. 2005. I was trying to read something else.
Oh my God, who was it in 2005? Not Texas. Texas. I'll just say Texas.
2002.
That was Miami.
Okay. Yeah, and you're out of time, but I'll give you the last one. 2007.
I don't know.
Okay.
You see how terrible
So-
that is? I could have told you the champions.
Well, yeah. So
Well,
1998.
you said the
Tennessee.
champions for two of them.
Yeah, you did. Tennessee beat FSU in 98.
Yep.
99. Florida State beat
Florida
Virginia
State
Tech.
beat Virginia Tech. Yeah.
Yeah. 2002.
I don't
Ohio
think
State
West
beat
Virginia was good in 1998.
They weren't. 2005, Texas beat USC.
Yep.
And in 2007, Florida beat Ohio State. So you got one. But so
2007.
that's not bad.
Wait. I thought LSU beat Oklahoma.
No, they
Or-
played Ohio State in the
Or
national
Ohio
title.
State. It was Ohio. It was Ohio State. You're right.
But Oklahoma
Wow.
upset Missouri in that Big 12 title game.
Right.
Yep.
That was a crazy. That whole season was crazy. LSU had two
Wow.
losses.
I'm humiliated.
All right, so
You
Jackson,
still probably might
your
do better than
category is
Jackson because
called-
you got a guess.
your guess is as good as mine. And this is going to be NFL roster players since September, as of let's see, effective September 1st of 2021. This is how many players these college football teams had on the roster in an NFL roster.
Oh, geez.
Okay, what I'm going to do is give you a team, and that's what I say. It's a guess. So then we'll give you a team,
Okay.
and you're going to guess how many you think they have in the NFL as of last year, September 1st of 2021. Okay. I was going to go with 2022, but
A little nervous about this one.
the first one I looked at, it was funny because the first one I looked at was in 2022 was West Virginia, and it said 45, and I knew they didn't have 45 players in the NFL, so I knew the statistics were wrong on 2022, so I didn't go with that. I went with 2021. All right, so here we go. Your first one, you'll have 45 seconds. Pitt Panthers.
Okay. Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 25 players.
Okay, Vanderbilt.
5.
Kansas State.
10.
App State. 10 seconds.
28. 28.
Oregon State.
I'm gonna say 8. I don't think I got any of these right.
You know what? You were so
I
close
wouldn't
on a
know.
couple of them. So Pitt Panthers was 16. Vanderbilt was 11.
Oh,
Kansas State was Kansas State was 10. You said 10. No, I'm sorry. Kansas State was 9. I'm sorry. Kansas State was 9, and you said 10. Sorry. App State has 6, and Oregon State has 11.
It's pretty good guessing. That was good.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, JW.
Well, you
Hold on 1 second. Y'all go ahead and talk
Yeah.
for a second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah,
You got what? 30 teams in the NFL. 32 teams.
Yeah, 32 teams in the NFL.
You got a 53-man roster. So there's more or less about 1,600 jobs.
Yep. I'm surprised Bandy has more players than App State.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I mean,
just because Vandy's terrible, but they always have a couple of NFL guys every year, and so it's like, and they just recruit better players more often than not. So it
Jeff,
isn't necessarily
you won.
surprising.
Jeff,
And
you
Vandy
won.
has been good in the past. So.
Congratulations, Jeff, for being the winner. I'm gonna give you your choice here. You can win a. You remember the plaques I used to make? The where West Virginia wood sketch, where I made I do the sketch on wood.
Yes.
Okay. So you won one of those, or you can have an autographed book from Eugene Napoleon on his best-selling New York Times list.
Well, I like the wood sketch.
Okay.
there you go.
That is artistry.
So, yeah. So congratulations, J-Dub. And you got my email, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So just email me, and I'll get you set up. That way we can get everything lined out for your picture. All right.
Awesome.
Now, here's the next thing. You won. So now I'm gonna let you. I'll let you play another round. You can choose Jordan. If you can beat Jordan, then you will replace one of these guys on the panel next week, and you can be on the panel next week and come in here and as the expert.
Okay.
Do you want to challenge? Do you want to challenge Jordan and go for that?
Well, I might as well.
Nothing to lose.
All right.
I'm not confident of my odds, but I mean, who's going to back down from a challenge? Yeah, I'm standing here. Let's do it.
That's right. All right. So
Bravo.
Once again, you'll give me the number between 1 and 16. I'll let you know if it's already been taken. And I need one for Jordan, and I need one for you.
Okay.
I'll go with 2.
Well, he's going to choose it.
Oh, whoops.
Let Jordan have number 2. If it's not taken.
Number 2's already been taken. Number 2's already been taken.
Give him number 1.
There you go.
All right, so Jordan, you have number 1. All right, and J-Dub, what do you want?
I'll take 15.
15.
One's going to be ridiculously hard. I already know.
You think so? I think you're wrong.
Oh.
I think you're wrong. I think you'll have it. I think J-Dub's going to have trouble with 15, though. So, for number 1, you'll have 45 seconds, and what I need, Jordan, is total national championships. I'll say the team. You tell me how many national championships they have, okay?
All right.
You have 45 seconds, and here we go. Your first one is Pitt Panthers.
8.
LSU.
4.
UCLA.
2.
West Virginia.
None.
Wisconsin.
Whoa. 2.
Okay. So you did get LSU with 4, and you got West Virginia with 0. You was right there. Pitt has 9. UCLA has 1, and Wisconsin has 1.
Oh,
Wisconsin is, I think, 1936.
yeah. I
That's
think
good
you're
though.
right.
So
I knew
you
good,
got
Jordan.
Pitt has 8
2.
or 9. I couldn't. Oh,
Yeah.
that burns me that I was off by 1 on 3 of those. That's
Oh man.
Well, you got 2 out of 5, and here's why I say J-Dub may not do too well on this one, because J-Dub, you probably had to work yesterday, didn't you? You probably didn't get to watch too many games. You probably had the Ohio State Iowa game.
Okay.
So on this one, I'm gonna give you the quarterback. You tell me how many touchdowns he threw yesterday.
Okay.
I'll give you the
All right.
quarterback. You tell me how many touchdowns he threw. All right, 45 seconds,
All right.
and here we go. Your first one, Max Duggan of TCU.
Duggan had 3.
Bo Nix of Oregon.
4.
C.J. Stroud of Ohio State.
That is 4.
Bryce Young, Alabama.
oh yeah. No, he's won. He won.
Let's see. Bryce had 2. Bryce had 3.
Jackson Dart, Ole Miss.
1.
Okay, so here's how you done. Max Duggan did have 3. You got that in right. Bo Nix had 5.
I saw him play in high school. He's a good hell of an athlete.
Bo Nix had 5, so you got that one wrong. C.J.
Oh, he had
Stroud
5.
did have 4.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep. C.J. Stroud did have 4, so you got that one right. Bryce Young had 2. You second guessed yourself and said 3. And Jackson Dart did not have any touchdown passes. He did throw an interception.
Oh, yeah. But Young had 2 because the other one was a Gibbs off tackle.
I'll take. So
So
that's
you
a tie,
got
right?
2. That's a tie. That's a tie. Sure
That's
is.
anticlimactic.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. All right. So I will do a tiebreaker. Let me go through here and see what questions we have left here. So we have 3 and 5 and 6 and 9 I'm looking here.
Let's
3, 5,
how
6,
about just
9.
how about just do a random question like what Alabama football player beat Jeff Webster in consecutive games of 501 darts at Morgan's Bar on a Thursday night in 1988 in Tuscaloosa?
Herschel Walker.
Well,
The answer is Mike Shula.
oh gosh.
All right. First, before we go on.
Shula. Wow.
Before we go on with another
You
round
okay?
with you, J-Dub. Before we go on with another round with you to tie this. Anybody in the chat want to come in and challenge? Anybody in the chat? When we get done here, we're going to talk some college football. But I want to see if anybody else wants to come in and challenge. I'm going to put the StreamYard link one more time. We'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. If anybody wants to challenge, I know Kenny, you probably want to challenge again. So you're welcome to come back in now. But if anybody in the chat wants to challenge one of these guys, come on in. Then we're going to talk some college football after we get done with this trivia thing. But
I've only got a few minutes here before I've got to go do something. So,
well, we'll go ahead and knock you out. Let's go ahead and get you. Let's go ahead and take care of you. All right.
yeah, because I've got to be
what,
somewhere too. So.
Yeah, we're going to beat this. We're going to beat this tie here. We're going to get this tie out of the way. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and give you number 5. That's okay with you.
I don't care.
And Jordan, I'll give you number 3. All right.
Cool.
So who wants to go first? Anybody care?
Let J-Dub go first since he's on a ton.
All right, J-Dub, all yours are true or false. I'm gonna give you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 1 minute. I'm gonna give you 1 minute because I got to read the question to you, so it's gonna take a little bit extra time.
Okay.
So, all right, here we go. True or false? FCF programs are allowed 36 scholarship players.
False.
When a player is made to sit out a season due to a transfer, he is still allowed to practice with the team.
Shit. True.
Tavon Austin ran a 4.15 40-yard dash at the NFL Combine.
False.
Country singer Trace Atkins was a walk-on football player for Louisiana Tech.
This ain't no love song. False.
Burt Reynolds played college football for Florida Gators.
That's false.
Oh,
Very good. All right, so
He
here's
roomed
what
with
you did.
Burt Reynolds roomed with Lee Corso at Florida State.
Very good.
Oh yeah,
You
that
get that right.
like I really hate that they never had like Burt Reynolds as like the guest picker anytime game day went to Florida State before 2018.
Well, Lee Corso didn't want nobody telling stories about him.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh,
So
I heard that.
Joey, I'm so damn old. I remember Lee Corso as Indiana's coach.
Yeah, I do too.
How
all
old
right,
are
so
you?
let's see. I'm trying to see how you done here. 1, 2. You got 3 right on that. So the FCS programs are allowed 36 scholarships. That's true.
I thought it was 40. Okay.
When a player is made to sit out a season due to transfer, is he allowed to practice with the team? He's allowed to practice with the team. That's true. You got that right. Tavon Austin ran a 4.25, not a 4.15. So you got that right. Trace Atkins was a walk-on player for Louisiana Tech. You said false, and it's true. He was. And then Burt Reynolds, you got that right. So you did good. Oh, we lost Jackson. All right. So, Jordan, you got to beat 3, all right?
All right.
Now, this is going to be national championships too, but this is FCS championships. I'll give you the year. You tell me what FCS team won it, okay?
All right.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you 45 seconds on the clock. Let me get down here to 45. Your time starts now. 2005.
App.
2008.
Villanova.
2010.
That was Eastern Washington.
2015.
North Dakota State.
2020.
Sam Houston.
Very good. You got 4 out of the 5. 2008 was Richmond.
Oh, that was who was coaching? Who was the head coach? Was it Mike London? Because he was the head. I should have known that.
Yep.
Here I am.
Yeah, Mike London he became the head coach at UVA. He was terrible.
You ended up with
Jordan
4. JW ended up with 3. So.
Jordan got me 4-3 in overtime with FCS national champions. I have no shame. Congratulations, sir.
I was. I was surprised I got App because that was a guess. I knew they were good, and I knew they had won. I knew they won 2 straight somewhere in the mid 2000s. So I was like,
right. I'll tell you what. I tell you what. And this is never going to happen. But I wish to God, and don't understand why, we can't go back to calling it Division 1, Division 1 AA, Division 1 AA, Division 2, Division 3. What the hell was wrong with that? Because when North Dakota State was a Division 2 school forever, Northwest Missouri and Marysville, the Bears have won like 4 of the last 5 in Division 3. Youngstown State, Mount Pleasant. I wish they'd go back to the way they had them categorized before. None of the sizes of these schools haven't changed; just what they call them has.
Yeah. Wisconsin Whitewater's been good.
Yes, Wisconsin Whitewater. I'm going to ask the voice of college football, since he's a Kent State grad. Next time I'm on his show, I saw that Kent played Akron yesterday, and I don't really know anything about the state of Ohio. I mean, I've been in Ohio and blah 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 blah. I don't know anything about the inner workings of Ohio football, but I'm just wondering how big of a rivalry that could be, because I could see that to those people, that being a big rivalry. Like we're all sitting here and we're not thinking about Central Michigan versus Western Michigan, but you go up to Saginaw and you go up to Kalamazoo, and those people get after it.
Oh yeah.
So there's all sorts of rivalries all over the place, and I just wondered if Kent and Akron aren't one of those hidden things where the neighbors get all fired up.
Well, I just looked it up. So they had their rivalry is called the Wagon Wheel. I did not know that.
Oh,
the trophy is a wheel from a horse-drawn wagon.
Well, if you got a name for your rivalry and you got a trophy, then that's the real deal as far as I'm concerned.
Yep. They also have one with Kent State also has a rivalry trophy with the Bowling Green State Falcons. So
because there might be something like Furman versus somebody I don't know anything about, because I don't know anything about South Carolina.
Furman versus do they have any rivalry? I'm sure they do. Oh.
Aren't they rivals with Appalachian State?
No, I don't think so. I mean, why would they?
Well, I mean, App State's in North Carolina.
State. Yeah, it's in Furman's in Greenville, South Carolina. So
yeah.
Well, listen, guys. Even though it's
I've got a guy in the back room wanting to come in and challenge somebody.
Tony. I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
It may be Sunday, but I've got something I actually have to drop off at Drake University, so I need to get out of here. So, thanks, guys, for having me in. Everybody have a great day. God bless.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
JW.
Email me, JW.
You too, man.
I will.
All right.
DM me on Twitter, man.
Tony in the back room there, can you turn your camera on for me, please? Gotcha, man. Gotcha.
Lost Aggie in the chat.
Hey, what's going on?
Even has a rivalry with the Citadel, and they have a rivalry with.
This is another question. Am I mixing up Michigan State and Michigan, or Michigan State and Minnesota that has a Paul Bunyan trophy?
The Paul Bunyan trophy is that's
the Minnesota rivalry is a brown jug. In the Minnesota rivalry, the brown jug, a little brown jug or something.
Yeah, Michigan is the brown jug.
Paul Bunyan is Michigan State, and then the brown jug is
Minnesota, Wisconsin.
Is it Minnesota, Wisconsin?
I think Floyd.
I kind of wish Miami.
You're breaking up.
I think the Floyd of Rosedale. Sorry about that. Phone's messing with me.
Yeah, I wish Miami and Florida State had their own.
Rosedale, I believe, is Minnesota.
That's not just me, right, Joey?
Yeah, it's breaking up. Jackson's breaking up, and Tony. And Tony's both breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, a little bit. You're breaking up pretty bad, but yeah.
Can you hear me now? Am I better?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Yeah. No,
I can hear you, Tony.
As a Florida football fan, as a Florida State football fan, not Florida State, but the state of Florida football fan, I kind of wish Florida State and Miami had their own rivalry trophy. Florida, is it Florida and Florida State that have the tomahawk, or is that for Miami and Florida?
I don't know.
I should know this, but I don't.
Is there a trophy for the Alabama Auburn, Joey, by chance?
Not that I,
Or
not
the
that I know
backyard
of.
brawl? My mistake. Is there a
No,
trophy
there's
for
not
the
one.
backyard
There's not one. There's not one for the backyard brawl. There is one for the Virginia Tech rivalry. It's called the Black Diamond Trophy.
Black
Right.
Diamond? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, and you guys want to do another trivia thing?
Yeah, you won the challenge.
Yeah, I want to challenge Jordan.
All right.
Jackson's is back with us. So, all right, you want to challenge Jordan? You say, Tony?
Yes.
We got number 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
We have number 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13.
14.
Or
Okay.
12 and 14.
12, 13, and 14.
Okay.
So pick Jordan a number and pick you a number.
I say 12.
All right. For who? You or Jordan?
Jordan. And I pick 8 for me.
8 for you.
8's not available.
8's not available.
Okay, 7.
That's not available.
7 for you. That's not available either.
13?
We have you in 13.
Yeah, is that available?
I don't think it is.
Yes, 13 is available.
Oh, it is.
So, yeah, I think so.
That's somebody already.
All right,
did
so we
13.
have 12. Yeah, and 13 is available too. All right, so
Okay.
Jordan's 12 and you're 13. Who you want to go first, Tony? You or Jordan?
I'll go first.
All right, so you're going first and you're number 13. Let me bring this up so I can see which one it is. All right, so you're going to give me, I'm going to give you the name of the school. You're going to tell me their colors, their official colors, okay?
Okay.
So, for instance, if I said West Virginia, you would say old gold and blue. All right?
Okay.
All right, here we go. I'm going to give you 45 seconds on the clock. And here's your first. Here's your, and these are going to be a little tough. I'm going to go ahead and give you a minute. I'm going to go ahead and give you a minute because these are going to be a little bit tough. If you don't know one, pass it and we'll come back to it, okay?
Okay.
All right. Arkansas State University.
Pass.
Air Force.
Blue. Dark blue.
Has 2 colors.
Dark blue and white. Dark blue and white.
Delaware State University.
Pass.
Florida Atlantic.
Gold and white.
Georgia Southern.
Pass.
Arkansas State.
Pass. I can't. Sorry.
That's right. I came back to it. I'm coming back to this one too. Delaware State. Yeah, Delaware State and Georgia Southern. You got 8 seconds.
Okay. I think Georgia Southern is black and green, I believe. And
Okay.
And what's the other school?
Delaware State.
Delaware State, pale blue and white.
Okay. So here's the official colors. Arkansas State is scarlet, red, and black.
Okay.
Air Force is royal blue and silver.
Was I close or was I off?
You said I'm gonna give it to you. You said blue and white, in which that's what they wear on a lot of times. So I'll give it to you. Delaware State is blue and red. Florida Atlantic is blue and red, and Georgia Southern is blue and white.
Okay, that's weird because I've seen the reason why I said gold and white is because I've seen them wear a uniform with gold and white.
They do have gold trim. They do sometimes have, but I don't know if it's an official color. I don't think it's official. I think the blue and white is their official colors, and they use gold trim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so I got one out of.
You
out
did.
of those?
You got one.
Okay.
All right. So let me go back now to number 12. And here's the good thing. he also has team colors. All right. So I'm gonna give you 1 minute on the clock, Jordan, and it's team colors. All right.
Okay.
Texas State,
Shoot. Brown and gold.
Central Arkansas,
Central Arkansas. Pass.
Northern Arizona,
Blue and yellow.
Fresno State,
Fresno State. Pass.
and now this one's going to be tough. Hartford,
Hartford. Pass.
yeah, that was tough. All right, Central Arkansas. Can you think of what theirs are? Or Northern Arizona or Fresno State. I'm sorry, you got Northern Arizona wrong. Fresno State or Central Arkansas. And time's up.
Okay.
I think
so
I
Texas-
know Fresno State. I think I know
Okay, what
Fresno
is it?
State. Is it red?
Yeah, it's red and blue. So Texas State is maroon and gold. Central Arkansas is purple and white. Northern Arizona is maroon and gold. Fresno State is red and blue. And Hartford is red and white.
Are we tied?
So now I've got to do another one for Kenny. Kenny's in the back room. And I'm going to bring him in and let him challenge one more time.
Wait a minute, Zoe.
What you bet?
Did Jordan get any right? No, right?
Yeah, but that no,
That
didn't he?
guy was surprised.
Did I not?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did win. Tony, you got one right, didn't you? My wife's correcting me here. You got one right. I thought you didn't get it right. You're right. All right,
Wait,
so
what was,
you win a prize.
what was Northern Arizona?
Northern Arizona is maroon and gold.
Oh, okay.
You said
Yeah, I didn't get any of them right.
yeah, I can't remember what you said, but you was wrong. So you win a prize, Tony. What I've got for you for a prize, I've got an autographed copy of Eugene Napoleon's book. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this was your second round, so you don't get a prize. And this round, you have a chance next week. You can come back in here as an expert. Is that? Do you want to do that?
This is his first round.
Was that your first round, Tony, or your second one?
First.
That was your first round. Oh yeah, you win a prize. I'm sorry, you do. You win a prize. All right, so I got an autographed copy of Eugene Napoleon's bestseller book for you. Eugene Napoleon played on the 1988 National Championship team for West Virginia. He was running back. So I've got an autographed copy of his book. So what I need you to do is you know my email address, but
Actually,
Tony?
could I donate to someone who could? I'm willing to donate my prize to an actual West Virginia fan. In
Sure,
the chat.
that's fine. If that's what you want to do, yeah.
Yeah.
I know somebody that's in the back room right now that would probably love to have it. And that's him right there, Kenny. You want to donate
Oh,
to
yeah.
Kenny?
Give it to Kenny.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank
So
you,
Kenny,
man.
got an
Thank you,
autographed
Tony.
You're welcome.
So, Kenny, you tied a while ago, so I'm gonna let you go with Jordan one more round here, and that's going to be it for our categories. I believe I've only got 2 categories left, so that's going to be it for this today. Now, problem is I've got some really tough ones.
Of course you do.
So, I mean, these last
It's
2,
always that way,
these last
Jordan.
2
Yeah.
all right, these last 2 are really tough. So, I'm gonna tell you right now. We've got.
I probably won't get none of them.
We have number 6. We have number 6 and number 9 left,
Nice.
and I don't know which one's going to be tougher, but I'll give you all the categories. Number 6 is going for gold. That's the category. The number 6 is going for gold. That is going to be players. That's going to be players in the NFL that have won gold medals in the Olympics. And number nine is Group of Five stadiums. You got to tell me the name of the stadium of that Group of Five team. So 6 is players in the Olympics, NFL players in the Olympics, and 9 is in G5 stadiums. Which one do you want, Kenny?
I'll try the gold. Give him the
All right.
FCS stadiums. Sorry, Jordan.
Yeah, it's all good. I mean, honestly, that's fine with me because I probably would have picked the stadiums. At least I know a couple of those. But well, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're both equally hard. I don't know.
All right. So
Yeah.
Kenny, I'm gonna give you a minute and 30 seconds. Okay. If you don't know one, don't sit and think on it too long. Just pass, and we'll come back to it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. The only man in professional sports history to earn an Olympic gold medal and a Super Bowl ring. Who was it? Won a gold medal plus a Super Bowl ring. Only player. You want to pass it and come back?
Yes.
Okay, this Olympian track and field star played college football at the University of Texas and was drafted 3rd round, 78th pick in the 2013 NFL draft to the Buffalo Bills.
Leftwich.
This WVU wide receiver won a gold medal in the 4x100 relay race, catching the eye of the Raiders for the 1993 NFL draft.
God, I know him. Junior Seau.
This former Georgia Bulldog tried to bring home a medal in bobsledding in 1992 Winter Olympic Games.
What year Olympics? What year the Olympics?
1992. 92.
Mm.
You got 3 seconds.
He was a receiver. No, I ain't gonna get it.
And time's up.
I probably didn't get none of them right.
That one was Herschel Walker. I knew that one.
Yeah, it was. And
Dang it.
So, all right, let's go back and then give you. So, the only man in professional sports history to earn an Olympic gold medal. Let me bring Jackson in here real quick. I want to know if any of y'all know these. The only man in professional sports history to earn an Olympic gold medal and a Super Bowl ring. Does anybody know that?
What was the question?
Oh, what position do you play?
You know, I don't know what position he played, to be honest with you.
I'm maybe Jerome Bettis, maybe.
No, it was Bullet Bob Hayes.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed.
Way
In the
before our time.
2013. Okay, does anybody know the Olympic track and field star who played for University of Texas and was drafted 3rd round, 78th pick in 2013 to the Buffalo Bills?
2013. Emmanuel Acho?
No, that was Marquise Goodman.
Oh,
The WVU wide receiver. Yeah, the WVU wide receiver who won a gold medal in the 4x100 relay race and then was drafted by the Raiders was James Jett.
Oh yes, I should have known that.
And then of course we had Herschel Walker. We got that one. We didn't get to this one. Track and field star who won 2 gold medals before going on to a 13-year pro football career, including the now infamous 1924 Rock Island Independence. So you got to think back in that era, 1924 era, that area there. Anybody know who that is?
Good God.
I have no idea.
I'm maybe thinking it's the Galloping Ghost.
Who?
He played for the Packers. I think I'm but I remember.
Somebody's
his
breathing
name
in their mic. Somebody's breathing real loud in their mic. I don't know
Yeah, I'm
which
hearing
one
it.
it is.
Yeah,
it-
for me,
it was-
I'm thinking of the Packers guy. He played for the Packers. I can't remember his name now.
So won 2 gold medals. It was Jim Thorpe.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. All
right, so got a big O for there. That's all right, Kenny, because none of us really knew those. All right, so Jordan, group of 5 stadiums. Are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
I think you'll get a few of these. All right, I'm gonna
Yes,
give you
he
30
probably
seconds.
will. He's going to toast me.
I'm gonna give you 45 seconds on the clock. And here we go. First one, Nippert Stadium.
Nippert Stadium. Pass.
FBC Mortgage Stadium.
That's UCF.
Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Jones C. Edwards. Pass.
Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium.
Pass.
Kidd Brewer Stadium.
App State.
Very good. You got 2 of them. You're out of time. Your time just now went 0. So
Okay.
you got 2 of them. So you got so you was able to take down Kenny there. The first one, Nippert Stadium. Jackson knows who it is. Who is it, Jackson?
Cincinnati.
I should have known
Very
that.
good.
I knew that.
Jones C. Edwards Stadium. You know that one, Jackson?
I know.
Jones C. Edwards
What?
Stadium.
Jones C. Edwards. Yeah, that one. Do you know who it was, Tony?
Yeah, it's
Kenny, do you
Houston.
know? No, it's not Houston.
Jones
Kenny, do you
C.
know?
Jones C. Edwards.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? UFC.
Yeah. No, you should have known that one, Kenny. It's Marshall.
Yeah.
And Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium. Jackson, do you know who Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium is?
No.
No. Okay. That one is South Dakota State. So, but you got 3 of them right, Jordan. You got so that was good.
I think I got 2.
He crushed me.
2. Yeah. You didn't get.
I got App State and UCF.
Yeah.
I thought one of those stadiums was Houston. Like, what's Houston? Then
I'm not sure.
I can look it up.
because they're in the group of 5 still, correct?
Yeah. I mean, they're joining the Big 12. Oh, John O'Quinn Field at TDECU Stadium.
Why do I have a category? I've got number 14 that's not done.
We got 10 and 14.
10 and 14. Okay. So I do have a couple of categories here that's not finished yet.
I'm gonna go against Kenny.
I gotta get it together here. I might have to get my wife's papers. Because
Everybody
mine are
wants to
not
go
printed
against
out.
me because I don't know nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
So, all right. So, we have 10 and 14 left. Jackson keeps dropping on us. All right. So this one will be easy. All right. So I tell you what, let's just do it this way. Kenny versus Tony. Okay. Y'all want to do it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Winner gets what?
Wood sketch, a small
A
one.
will win a small wood sketch. Okay. I'll make you a small wood sketch for the winner between you two.
Okay.
But-
and
but
Joey,
you
you
have- but
pick
you
the
have to at least
category
get-
for each of us.
Okay, but you have to at least get one right. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have 10? Let me see your number 10. Because I can't find my number 10. I don't know what I've done here. I got to get my wife's copy because my copy's not working right. I don't know what I've done with it. All right.
I guess it's your guess is good as mine.
Yeah, I need the page before that one. All right. All right. So here's the problem with this. They're very hard. It's very hard. So I'm going to give you, Tony, I'm going to give you two questions two questions off of your guess is as good as mine because that's
Okay.
hard. That's just guessing how many players are on an NFL roster from last year from a certain team. I'm going to give you
Okay.
two. Kenny, I'm going to give you two as well. And then I'm going to give y'all each three questions from final scores of yesterday's games, or two questions from final scores of yesterday's games.
Okay.
Tony, I'm going to let you go first. I'm not going to time this, but I will call time if you don't answer quickly, okay? All right, so this is just total guess.
Wait, the roster. I have a question. The roster question is overall in the NFL or
Right.
from a specific
No,
team?
no. So, like, if I say a team, you're going to tell me overall in the NFL how many players they have on the NFL roster anywhere. So
Okay.
if I say West Virginia, if you think it's 40, you say 40. You know, if you think it's 10, you say 10. You're just guessing.
Okay.
All right, Tony, your first one is Florida.
I'm gonna say 75.
And Oklahoma.
66.
Okay. So those two were wrong. Florida has 32. Oklahoma has 31.
Oh.
Kenny, I'm going to give you your two right
Okay.
now, okay? Your first one
Okay.
is Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
17.
Penn State.
25.
Okay. You were wrong too. Notre Dame has 34. Penn State has 31. Now, I'm going to give each of you two games from yesterday. I need you to give me the score of that game, okay?
Okay.
All you got to do is give me the final score. All right. Tony, we'll start with you. Your two teams. Your first one, Alabama, Mississippi State.
Alabama, Mississippi State. I'm guessing 42-24.
Oklahoma State, Texas.
17-14.
All right. And Kenny, here's your two. Penn State, Minnesota.
Oh, 23-6.
And Wake Forest and Boston College.
45-38.
Okay. So y'all didn't get none of them right. So Alabama, Ole Miss, Jordan, you know the score of that one? Alabama, Mississippi State.
That was
Alabama,
64 to
Mississippi State.
something.
That was oh shoot. I think it was like 30-6 or something.
Yeah, it was 30-6. Do you remember the score at Oklahoma State, Texas?
That was 41-34.
Very good. That's right. How about Penn State, Minnesota?
No, I don't remember that one.
And Wake Forest, Boston College.
I actually know that one. That was a weird score. It was 43-15.
Yeah, I seen that score and I thought, man, that's weird. How'd they get 15? What did they do to get 15? Did they miss an extra point or something? Or
Yeah,
Or a safety, maybe.
and 43 is a weird number to get to. Yeah, it was a scoregami. It probably wasn't.
yeah, I know it's weird.
Look,
All right. So at least we had a couple of winners today who got them some prizes and stuff. So Kenny, you got a book coming to you.
You need his address.
And I've got Kenny's address. And then we had J-Dub who won a wood sketch. So that's pretty good. I tell you what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna add this back to the stream so we can go over this. Let me bring Jackson back in here.
My
I'll leave you all
phone is
in
just
here.
acting up today.
Yeah, you're acting up really bad. All right, so we're gonna look at this top 25. All right, we
Yeah.
went over the top 10. We had Georgia, Ohio State, Tennessee, top 3. Michigan State 4, Clemson 5, Alabama 6, TCU 7, Oregon 8, Oklahoma State 9, USC 10. Jordan, any faults with the first 10?
Not really. You know, I guess you can't drop Alabama. I mean, it's kind of weird to have a one-loss team in front of an undefeated team, but you know, it is what it is. It's Alabama. It's interesting to see USC and West are tied. That doesn't happen very much, very often. But other than that, I don't really have any huge issues with the top 10.
I have one actually.
Okay.
I think UCLA should be above USC because of their win against USC in the head-to-head. And honestly, I think Tennessee should be number 5, and Michigan and Clemson should be 3 and 4.
Okay, here's the only problem with what you're saying. Tennessee, of all the teams, Tennessee's got the best win.
Alabama.
Without a doubt. Right. Tennessee's got the best win of any of the top 10 teams.
Wait, I thought Michigan beat Ohio State.
No.
What? They haven't played.
They haven't
Wait,
played yet.
and USC and UCLA haven't played either.
UCLA lost yesterday.
They lost
to Oregon.
Yeah, they lost to Oregon,
Yep.
and USC lost to Utah.
Who is a
Yeah,
better
that's going to be a great Big Ten game.
Who's a better loss in your guys' opinions? The UCLA to Oregon or USC to Utah?
USC to Utah. Well, because that was a
Yes.
competitive game. UCLA got blown off the field pretty much. Like that game was never really close. Oregon.
Do you guys think
USC
Penn
was
State should be
competitive in
above
there.
Wake Forest?
Should who be above Wake Forest?
Do you think Penn State should be above Wake Forest?
No.
I mean, if you compare the losses, no. I mean, Wake Forest's one loss is a double overtime loss to Clemson, and then Penn State got absolutely dominated by Michigan. So.
Yep.
Yeah, plus Wake Forest has a win over Florida State on the road in a hurricane.
Florida State needs to check out that 60 Minutes episode with Deion Sanders last week. Deion said if any Power 5 team calls him with a certain amount of money, he will listen.
Between Oklahoma State and USC, who had the better win? Or who had the better game? Even though one was
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State.
Yeah, that's obvious.
Oklahoma
the Cowboys.
State.
Yeah, I mean, Tets is one of the few teams that look good against Bama this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And one of them was us. And been horrible.
Now,
you guys
so
agree
I
with
guess
me
you
with
could argue.
Do you guys agree with me that Tennessee, even though it's an Alabama win, I know they give credit because it's Alabama, but being that, do you think Michigan or Clemson deserve to be above Tennessee, even though it's been one?
No way. Tennessee is the best team in the country, in my opinion.
Wait, who's
I'm not going that far, but I'm with Tennessee where they're at.
I think it's the ratings should be Ohio State number 1, Tennessee 2, Georgia 3, Michigan 4, I think TCU should be 5. Then I would put Alabama, and then I would put Clemson. The reason why is Clemson
Wow.
looks like a beatable team. They've been struggling. They've been on struggle bus this year. They
Yeah.
struggled yesterday against Syracuse.
Yeah.
Alabama has that loss to Tennessee.
The
Michigan, Ohio State, and Tennessee and Georgia are playing really good. You know, so
I mean,
and so
I
is TCU.
guess you can say that, but I mean, Clemson's the only team in the country with 3 wins over teams currently ranked in the top 25. They're the only team that's played 8
Right.
straight games and hasn't had. I mean, if you want to say it was a struggle win over a top 15 team, it's just the conversation about Clemson whenever they play close games seems to be different. Than like it seems like Clemson's getting more criticism for beating a ranked Syracuse team than Georgia did for struggling with a unranked Missouri team.
I
So
think the
that's just
reason for
me.
that, Jordan, is the SEC is so much stronger than the ACC, and you know that. You admit that
Missouri's
too.
terrible though. Missouri's terrible.
True.
I'm
True.
not talking
Yeah.
about I'm not talking about the conferences in general. I'm talking about the teams that Clemson has played.
Yeah.
Clemson has played its toughest stretch of games already.
Right.
And some teams have yet to play their toughest stretch of games. I mean, they played Wake Forest, NC State, then and at Florida State and at home against Syracuse in a 5-week period. I mean, those are all good teams within the division, and they're all
Right.
currently
Yeah.
ranked, other than Florida State, who lost to the teams that Clemson beat. So
I know
I'll
they're
give you that.
blowout games. I know they were blowout games, guys. But in your guys' honest opinion, who looked better in the blowout loss, Penn State or UCLA? I know it was a
they
blowout,
both
but
looked
who looked better?
UCLA probably.
Yeah.
Penn
But
State looked like they didn't even deserve to be in the same stadium.
Penn State was Penn State was it was close for a half, but Penn State only had one from that entire in the entire. I think it was one first down against Michigan, and they had some fluky stuff they had a fluky pick 6 that kept them in the game, but Michigan dominated from start to finish. I mean,
I'm gonna tell you the
I
reason.
hate comparing loss who looked more impressive in a blowout loss, because it's just it's kind of
It's
I don't know, it's kind of trivial.
Yeah.
But I mean it with where both of them are ranked. I mean, it's if you wanted to have Penn
But
State
Tony,
over UCLA,
here's my thought on that. UCLA, between UCLA and Penn State, UCLA has the better win over Utah. I think that's why they're ahead of Penn State.
Even though they got blown out.
Yeah, I think that head to head, or that not head to head, that competition that they played with Utah, and they beat Utah, and they were nobody picked them to beat Utah. I don't think anybody picked that upset. So they beat Utah. So I think that I think that's why they're 12 and Penn State's 13, in my opinion.
Out of all the top 4 undefeated teams, 5 teams, my mistake. Who do you guys see on upset alert next week?
I haven't really looked ahead to next week's games, but I'm gonna tell you, let's see, there's a big game between Kentucky and who is it? Tennessee?
For me, I'm gonna say is Michigan playing next week?
I think
Yeah, I haven't looked ahead to week 9 yet. I don't have any idea.
I'm
So
surprised.
I'll have to look. I'll have to look.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, I think it might be Tennessee. I agree with you. Since we already know who they're facing, it might be Tennessee.
Yeah. So let's move ahead here. To the next 10. So we have at 11. Well, 11 is Wake Forest and USC are tied for 10 and 11. All right. So for 12, they got what in the world happened here? That's it. All right. So here we go. 12 UCLA, 13 Penn State, 14 is Utah, 15 Ole Miss, 16 Syracuse, 17 Illinois, 18 LSU, 19 Kentucky, and 20 is Cincinnati. I'm not sure if I agree with the Kentucky. I think I would put Cincinnati ahead of Kentucky there. I might, I don't agree with the Kentucky one there. Rest of them I don't have a problem with, especially the Syracuse one. I may even have Syracuse a little bit higher. I might have them up there about 14 and move Utah to 15. What do you think, Jordan?
Yeah, I mean Syracuse is. I mean they're good. I guess it's just because some other teams won. I mean I'm fine with where they're at because they only dropped them 2 spots. If they had dropped them like a bunch, I would have been like, okay, yeah, that's silly.
Yeah,
but
for me, I would have Cuse at number 12, to be honest, and push like.
Well, I wouldn't move them up. I wouldn't have moved them up. I would have had to move them up
because they were 14 yesterday, so that you'd be moving them up for losing. That I wouldn't do that.
Well,
and
they were 15th yesterday. They were 15th yesterday.
15th.
Yeah.
So either way, yeah, that's moving them up after a lot. You can't do that, but I'm fine with them only drop it. Wait, no, they were 14th because it says they dropped by 2.
Yeah, they were 14th.
Okay,
yeah,
I know I wouldn't trip. But I did. It is interesting that LSU jumped so far in the top 25. I know it. I mean, it was a dominant win over Ole Miss, so you got to give them credit. But it was just a little surprising that they vaulted, from unranked all the way into the top 20 like that.
SEC
I agree with you. I agree with you on that, Jordan, because they haven't proven to be a good road team this year.
No. No, they haven't.
There's SEC bias in this rank. You see a lot of SEC teams in these rankings. To be honest, there's a lot of bias to the SEC. I bet you there's teams that have better records than them. Like, I do not think South Carolina deserves to be in the top 10, in the top 25
I'm with you
right now.
and it's not just because I'm a Clemson guy. It's just I mean, South Carolina has a win over their best win is Kentucky without Will Levis, and then their 2 other wins were against Charlotte. Well, 2 of their other big wins are against Charlotte and South Carolina State. I mean, if we're rewarding that,
if you take South Carolina out, if you take South Carolina out, who do you put in?
Who are the teams below them that have better records?
Well,
is there a way?
Well, who's receiving votes, right? Let me see who's receiving votes.
Yeah, I can't see that. You go ahead and check.
Let's see. Texas is. I'd rank Liberty.
Liberty.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Liberty's a 1-loss team.
Yeah, because
their only loss was a
biggest win was yesterday.
Yeah.
Their biggest win was yesterday when they beat BYU 41 points to. Good God! I mean, they blew BYU out.
Yeah, and their only loss is a 1-point loss at Wake Forest. So,
yeah, and remember that's the same BYU team that beat Baylor. So,
yeah.
So
Liberty's 1 loss is I mean, especially if Tulane's ranked, which they should be because and they have a win over K-State, so they've looked really good. But I think Liberty should be ranked. I'm not even a huge Hugh Freeze guy. I don't really like Liberty, but I would rank them over South Carolina, just based off of
would you rank Liberty over North Carolina State, NC State?
Maybe, probably. It's NC State is holding on to dear life for that ranking because they're lucky they were on a bye this week because without Devin Leary, I don't think they're very good offensively. Golden Blue said Oregon State is I would put Oregon State in over South Carolina.
I didn't even realize that
have
Golden Blue Dude
Liberty.
was in here, guys. Hold on a second. I didn't realize Golden Blue Dude was in here. So I'm gonna put a couple of his chats up here. So he says Oregon State should be ranked, not South Carolina. And he also has up here that he thinks Penn State will beat Ohio State.
Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see it.
I can't get behind that, but
I can't either.
I hope
Penn State,
he's right, because that would be great.
I think Liberty and who Oregon State, I think they should be 24 and 25, not North Carolina State and South Carolina, to be honest. But I can understand why they want more represent. They want a bigger conference to be represented in the SEC and ACC in the bottom.
But at what cost, though? At what cost do you rank bigger, from a stronger team, which gives less college football representation?
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and so we've got a Patreon show today at 5:00 for Patreon members, and we're going to go over the top 25 one more time at Patreon, and we're going to go over some games for next week. So anybody that wants to come in the Patreon page, you can join for as little as $2 a month. Be sure and do that, and we will do that then. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream so I can get ready for that stream. Anybody that's in here that's a Patreon member, though, be sure and join me at 5:00.
I won't be able to watch your video then. If it's
it's Patreon members only. Now you can join for as little as $2 a month, and stuff. So it'd be great to have you join over there. I don't know, Jordan, you gonna be able to come in with me today at 5, or do you got something you got to do?
I got something going on at 5, but
yeah.
I appreciate. I wanted to join, today because it's been a minute since I channel, so it was fun.
Yeah, well, I had this trivia thing set up, and we had Will was supposed to be here, and I don't know what happened to Will today because I talked to him last night, and he remembered and said he would be here. So Will must have had something come up, and then Jeff Grimm, he had an emergency. For those of you that don't know, that's Ty Guy. Ty Guy, he had an emergency. So he messaged me like last minute. So he couldn't be here. But so I appreciate you coming in, Jordan. And I appreciate Jackson coming in as well. And Jackson's been having some bad internet trouble. So appreciate him being here. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this show up. Jordan, tell everybody where to find you at.
Yeah, you guys can follow me at on Twitter at Jobo0209. Mainly tweet about Clemson, but I also tweet about it. Yeah, it's right next to my name. You can also check me out tonight on the Mark Rogers ball channel for College Football After Dark, where we talk about yesterday's games and all the college football action from this weekend. So be sure to check that out. And I also do pregame and postgame shows on the Clemson channel for the voice for Mark Rogers. So give that a sub and a like as well. But yeah, thanks, Joey, for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Jordan, I appreciate you being here, man. And also on that show tonight, I may come on the panel tonight. I don't know. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. But I might come on. So Kenny, tell everybody where to find you, man.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube under WVU Mountaineer Lair with Kenny. If you don't know my channel, look it up and subscribe and like if you like the content. Thanks a bunch, Joey, for having me on and giving me a chance to promote my channel. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And I think that Golden Blue Dude has a clowning video out. I haven't got to watch it yet. So I'm sure he's clowning West Virginia pretty hard after that loss yesterday.
I'm sure he is.
I can't tell you the last time I've seen a team this bad at West Virginia. Guys, once again, appreciate you being here. Thank everybody in the chat for being here. We did some trivia. Maybe, we might do some trivia again next week. Trivia don't pull big numbers. We did have like 30 people in here at one time watching the trivia. So trivia don't pull big numbers, but it's a lot of fun, and to be able to come in and challenge Jordan and stuff. Next week, everybody will be back. We'll have Will and Jordan and Jeff and Jeff Webster may come back next week. So anybody that can tune in with us next Sunday at 2:00, we appreciate you. We'd like to have you. And everyone have a great day, and see you at Patreon at 5:00.